name is Okwemba John, Director, Research, Kenya Academy of Sports. We are in charge of this station, that is Musingu Centre, where we have 176 young people, boys, in football, rugby, volleyball, hockey, chess. We are having our normal annual camp where these young people were selected during the Kenya National Secondary School Sports Association and the Kenya Junior Secondary School Sports Association. These young people who are selected at the regional and the national level and the East Africa level are here so that we can pick another crop out of them who can now move to a professional level. We hope that very soon we shall be holding the professional camp, and the young people who have been selected there are the ones who are going to benefit out of that. We are keeping the data for all these young people, and using the teachers, we are tracing them in whichever schools they are, so that we are able to help them nurture their talent and move it to the next level. We are here, we have been visited by our directors of the council members. We have Paul Sang and Madam Doris, who are with us here just to see what we are doing on the ground. We also have regional representatives from Kenya Secondary Schools Sports Association, one from Nyanza and Western. So we are very grateful that this partnership with the Ministry of Education is bearing fruit. And we want to thank Musingu High School for giving us an opportunity, very good grounds through which the young people can have a beautiful experience to professionalize their sports.
Okay, my name is Coach Benaduma, or Dr. Benaduma from the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. And we are here at one of the camps for Kenya Academy of Sports, holiday camps for the school. We have a number of athletes here, ranging from basketball, volleyball, hockey, rugby, and chess. These athletes are sourced around from the schools within Western. We have around just slightly about 500 athletes here, with demographics ranging from 80 years to 19 years. The training is going to be, it's supposed to be a 2 weeks training, but we are going to have 10 days training so far. We are winding on the 20th of this month. You understand sports is science, and sports has got various pathways. And one of the fundamental issues of the pathway is talent identification, which has to be done early enough. If you do talent identification in time, then you take it through the pathway in terms of talent development, and in terms of, there's what's called the dual career for these kids, because these are kids from the school. So developing a dual career is where they can do their studies, as well they can get their potential in sports, which we have to identify early enough so they reach their full potential going forward. So the main objective here is to identify the talents. We put them in database. We're going to select a few of the elite ones. Of course, some of them are doing multiple sports. I know it could be too early for others to do speciality, more so on sports-specific training. So if you subject them to various sports, then you'll be able to identify their strength. And with their strength, now they do specialization on that particular sport.
Okay. Is there a monitoring system for these athletes once they go back to sport?
Absolutely, that's very important. You see, they're in school. So we have a digitized platform as well at the Kenya Academy of Sport. That is helping us to do identification, and more so, remember, most of these kids are from the junior secondary school. And some of them are already in the system. Some of them are very young within the junior school. They are yet to do their JSE exams. So if we lose them now, then we're going to lose the idea of having a development path for athletes going forward. So we have a database of those who are coming up. We have a database of the elite ones. We spread them across, because we are working with the Ministry of Education, and we are working with various schools as well and federations. So this is where they begin. if you need any talent, the most supply basket normally at the schools. If you look at the best practice from outside the country, the US, for example, last year's Olympics, 2024 Paris, Team US were 90% composed from the schools. They had gone through a school system from the primary to the secondary to university, and now they were working with the federations, and now they were in the national team for the whole country. So this is a very good system.
So far, how many camps have they hosted?
Here in Western, we have only 2 camps, one here at Mukumu, another one at Musingu. So the girls are hosted at Mukumu Girls High School. The boys are at Musingu Girls High School.
What about next year?
Next year, we are looking at how frequent should this be? Could it be when schools are closed? We are closing in April, August, and December. Can we have 3? That's a conversation that is ongoing. Again, how long can it be? Can it be 2 weeks? Can it be 3 weeks? December has the longest period. We're looking at having a longer one. I know the CS of Sports, which Honorable Salim Vuria, is very keen on this kind of development. That's why he's supporting this initiative and trying to get the camps as frequently as possible and longer as possible. If you see the scouting that has been done, they're picking a wider demographic, and they're picking from each and every school as well. So this is an opportunity given to all Kenyans, kids, to come and showcase what they have. How can we identify their talent? How can we nurture their talent? How can we put a system in place so that we don't lose talents along the way?
So who is monitoring the camp and how will the selection be done for the elite camp?
One, we have coaches who are highly qualified. One of them, I'm a coach. I'm a sports scientist with my PhD in sports science. A number of mechanics, a number of issues that we're looking into that one. Then we develop the database, so the coaches will help us. We develop a criteria, a standardized criteria, which is cutting across the country in all the camps, and which is being managed by coaches and being monitored by high-level coaches like myself. And then we have Kenya Academy of Sports, articles, the directorate department, in charge of technical and research. This will be domiciled in themselves, and they will be monitoring this one as well to do going forward. Yeah, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Musa Otieno, former Harambee Stars captain. I'm just blessed to be here in Musingu High School, Kakamega County, courtesy of Kenya Academy of Sports. I think you can just see behind me is talent which is being nurtured by Kenya Academy of Sports. You know, this is more or less a feeder to our national team because it starts from the GSS, you know, it goes to the high school, and from the high school again we go to the national team. I think whatever the Kenya Academy of Sports are getting and this young generation who are coming in, it is a blessing to them because people like us grow up, we didn't have structures like this. So it is just a matter of having a structure of football. You know, Kenya Academy of Sports are really helping the federation through the structures of football from the U15 to the U16 to the U17 and to the national team. I think this is what needs to be done in Kenya. It is just a matter of beefing it a bit more up because of the talent which you're having in Kenya and the hub of football here in Kakamega. I believe that whatever Kenya Academy of Sports are doing, we just need to support them, and it's awesome to the organization.
So how was the selection process done?
I think first of all, when you look at the process, this is something which was done through the small primary schools games, which is the GSS, and these are players who have been gathered together here from this area, and it's a matter of coaches who have come from different county again. You don't see that for me it's like I'm coming from Nairobi and I'm here in Kakamega to come and mingle together, to come and select the talent which we feel like this is the future of Kenyan football in different ways. You know, for now we are in soccer, and I think for me to be part of this cast, it is a great honor to the young generation who are coming in because it is just about football is there. Again, outside football, we need to teach them. These are where people who have played football. These kids are very, you know, they are very lucky to get this opportunity because for us, when we grew up, I think we didn't get this thing. And again, I can say that thanks to CAS, you know, thanks to whatever they're bringing, again, from togetherness, from through the young generation to the senior team.
My name is Meshak Senge. I'm a head coach for the Kenya Academy of Sports hockey event, the Kakamega version. We have here two groups, the boys. We have 34 boys and we have 29 girls. These are school children who were selected within the various school competitions in the course of the year, mostly in the first term games. But we also have a component from the JSS. The JSS does not really play hockey, but we have academy long-term athlete development programs within the environment of JSS, and then we've decided to incorporate them. The long term gain of this is that it helps us try and create structures for long-term athlete development. You realize that for us to create elite players, this science says that we need about 10,000 hours of working. We can't achieve that if we're already looking at high school or we're club players. If we start early, like we've started early with these ones, and these ones, some of them have been in the previous camp. If we start early with them, we develop the psychomotor in terms of hockey IQ and movement. And the long-term gain is that the national teams get quality from the grassroots, and then we have a sustainable conveyor belt of players coming through the systems. If, for example, we are to qualify for Olympics, then we need to start thinking within the Olympic cycles, and the Olympic cycles talk about long-term, long-term, medium-term planning, which is 4-year cycles or 8-year cycles. The most realistic one for us would be an 8-year cycle. And if we start with this group, as we've started with this group, and the group before them last year, then we are able to achieve that cycle.
Coach William Ochieng, I coach under Snipers. Snipers is the Kenyan champions in Division 1 twice in a row. This week we've been working with kids in Kakamega County under CAS, Kenya Sports Academy. And we are eager to develop the kids' talents selected in both junior and secondary school levels. And I believe it's a good cause for the kids and the growth of basketball in Kenya, because without root development, we cannot get future players who can play basketball in Kenya well. So it's a great initiative by the government through CAS, and we appreciate a lot.
My name is Ivan Nelima from Friends School Tigoi. I play basketball and we are at a camp by the name Kenya Academy of Sports. This camp supports talent, it nurtures talent from children, even JSS and high school students. So as for me, I play basketball and this camp has really helped me. I've gained more skills from this camp and I've met new people, new coaches, and I've learned new skills from this camp. So I thank the Kenya Academy of Sports for organizing such a camp. I'm looking forward to play at a higher level, like to play for Kenya, to be in the Kenya team. Yeah.
I'm Ombima Meshak, the developmental instructor and the national coach. I'm now the head Kakamega region, actually leading the prestigious team you're seeing here. And as I said initially, that this is a team that has included the 4 counties, that is Vihiga, Bungoma, Busia, and Kakamega. We have a team here of players that have been selected to come for these trainings. And Kenya Academy of Sport has made sure that every year we have these events. This time Kakamega is one of the new venues that they have just distinguished, and we are having this training here. After this, we are having players who are living here to the Elite Academy. That is in Nairobi. We are going to select some players from here who are going to join the academy in April for more trainings in Nairobi. Yes.